So we're back with you guys with a breaking news update concerning the India squad for the South Africa Test Series. Remember, the tour which South Africa will be commencing on, taking place in India, is a full series. You'll have a Test Series, ODIs as well as T20Is. But of course, the tour begins with a two-match Test Series, and the Indian squad for the Test Series is finally out. And the biggest talking point, big breaking news: Rishabh Pant will be back in India white once again.
Yep, he did well in that unofficial test match that happened where he scored 90 in the second innings and India chased down 277. So Rishabh Pant is back, and if you have to compare it to the previous squad, say the West Indies test series that happened, there are two other notable changes in it. The first major notable omission is Prasidh Krishna isn't there. Yes. And that is why you see one name in Akash Deep who has come back in. But the major talking point is still, despite putting his all in the Ranji Trophy in the two games that he's played for Bengal, no Mohammad Shami still.
That's a big one.
Yes. So three major talking points from the squad. Basically, the squad has remained the same from what happened in the West Indies tests, but two major changes in Rishabh Pant. So no Narayan Jagadeesan who was there, and Akash Deep is in instead of Prasidh Krishna.
Yeah, so there was a lot of talk about, what the team would look like. And I think another talking point which a lot of us had, don't forget, was the form of a Sai Sudarshan. But basis what we can see here, even a Sai Sudarshan keeps his spot, and the backup for him, basis what we can see in the squad, quite clearly would be a Devdutt Patikal. Patikal would be that obvious person who they'll choose to bring in if they feel Sai is not going to have a good game or potentially gets injured one way or the other. But other than that, the team does bear a rather continuity-based kind of a look. There's not much in terms of changes, just the two changes you mentioned. But how would you be feeling right now if you were Mohammad Shami?
I don't know. See, what more does he need to do? Because he's played in the two rounds of the Ranji Trophy. In one of the matches, I think it was against Uttarakhand, he came back into rhythm with 7 wickets. Then in the game against Gujarat, he took a 5-wicket haul.
Yeah, so he's taken 15 wickets overall so far in 2 matches. So that's good numbers, and he was bowling well in good rhythm as well. And we know with
40
Shami,
plus overs.
Yeah, and with Shami, we know he's a bit of a rhythm kind of player. Obviously, his career has always been impacted by big injury gaps. So when he gets going, when he's in rhythm, that's when he's at his best. And I think now he's finally seeming to get back into a good rhythm, and unfortunately misses out on the South Africa Test Series, which by the way will be the last Test Series you play in quite a while.
Yeah, you don't play a Test Series until August 2026 after that. So Mohammad Shami, yes, whatever has happened off the field, say the communication issues that were there between the chairman of selectors and Mohammad Shami, did that impact his selection? That we do not know. Whether he needs to do more, that also has not been communicated. But 40 plus overs in both the matches, 15 wickets in the two matches that was there. What more do you need? I mean, he looked in rhythm. I mean, the knee injury, the ankle surgeries that he's had, he seemed to have passed it. And if you want to look at the continuity factor in it, does Mohammad Shami merit a place back? Maybe. Because you got Mohammad Shami light in Akash Deep.
Yeah.
But no Mohammad Shami. And I don't know whether is he going to play a test match ever. I don't know. Because we don't play it now. See, you got 2 tests against Sri Lanka coming up. That is in August 2026. This is the last home series that you're playing here until 2027 when you're taking on Australia.
Yeah, and I imagine the last series we're talking about, it'll be 10 months practically by the time India next play a Test Series from this point in time. So a big layoff, and it's understandable. See, if you go through the calendar quickly, you've got a white ball series against New Zealand that will precede the T20 World Cup. Once the T20 World Cup is done, you've got the IPL. So obviously, where really is the time? After IPL, you have a little bit of downtime usually, or even if you have a tour, it'll be someone where the B players are sent.
But then you have got a very packed calendar in 2026. You've got England. You'll go to England after the IPL for a white ball series.
ODI and T20.
And then you're playing a red ball series against Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
And that is where I think Mohammad Shami's red ball career is in serious doubt at this point.
At this point, it's hard to disagree really with where it stands, because if not now, then when? It's not like there's a series coming up right after, because I remember one of the things that Agarkar said was, we want to see him play some games. So maybe he means more than 2. If you're giving full benefit of the doubt, maybe he meant 5, 6, 7 games on the trot. By the time he plays 5, 6, 7 games on the trot, the Ranji season will be over. Your test season, your home season for this year, this calendar year will be done. So I really don't know. And when do you play him then? 2027 is the WTC final.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think at this point there are a lot of doubts. It looks like Shami's test career is all but done, or at the very least on life support.
But I think his only opportunity is New Zealand. October of 2026. That's the only time. If you want seam bowling friendly conditions, you don't get it better than New Zealand in test matches. But then 1 year close to then that means you'll be playing a test match after close to 2 to 3 years. Will you want to take that risk? I don't know at this point. Maybe they're wanting to ease Mohammad Shami into the ODI setup. He's going to play only ODIs. Maybe the 3-match ODI series that will start in November. That could be the time when Shami is eased back into the Indian cricket team. I think the Champions Trophy, then they may take a call on his test future afterwards. But then this is the major talking point. No Mohammad Shami still, despite bowling 40 plus overs in 2 Ranji games with 15 wickets at a good strike rate, at a good economy rate, looked in rhythm. I don't know what more Shami needs to do.
Absolutely. But of course, we'll come back to you guys with a longer debate. We'll just go over the sides once again. And for those of you who are just joining us, the squad reads as follows. You've got Shubman Gill, the captain, Rishabh Pant, vice captain and wicketkeeper back, Yashasvi Jaiswal, KL Rahul, Sai Sudarshan, Devdutt Padikkal, Dhruv Jurel, Ravindra Jadeja, Washington Sundar, Jasprit Bumrah, Akshar Patel, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Mohammad Siraj, Kuldeep Yadav and Akash Deep. That is your squad for the 2 test series against the WTC champions. We'll go into more details about what this test series looks like, what this means for other players also who are on the outside looking in. Don't forget, Shami is not the only player with reasons to be unhappy. We'll go over all of that and more, but for that you'll have to join us in the live dugout.
Yep.
And that will be at 6:15 p.m. IST, so about 15 minutes
15 minutes time, yeah.
So join us back then.
And
we'll take your leave.
one more confirmation that we can give you is that the India A South Africa, the 8th series that was going to happen on November 13th, 16th, 19th. No Virat Kohli, no Rohit Sharma.
Which was along expected lines, but there was talks that potentially they could be in, but it doesn't seem to be happening.
Tilak Verma is your captain of that. So yes, that is the situation regarding it. The test match series, 2 test series begins on November 14th to 18th at Kolkata. Then 22 to 26 at the historic Barsapara Stadium. It's the first Assam will be hosting a test match. So yes, do join us in 13 minutes time. We'll be back for the dugout where we'll discuss all these things about the India squad for the South Africa tests. From me and Shane, it's bye-bye. See you soon.